Another game where Stephon Gilmore proves he might just be the best cornerback in the NFL. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Mike Petraglia and Evan Lazar. He not only had an interception against the Giants on Thursday night, but also 5 pass breakups. He proved that he can outdo himself game after game where he just seems to be getting better where his starting point was already elite.
Well, I'll tell you, Sierra and Evan, what impressed me the most watching Thursday night's game in live action, real speed, was how physical he can be and was without getting called for defensive pass interference. It's all about technique, and that's what Devin McCourty and Duron Harmon both told me after the game. He said, look, nobody works harder during practice, during the week, on his mechanics than Stephon Gilmore, and because he's so reliable, Devin told me that we can build a lot of things in that secondary around his ability to shut people down.
Right, I think that's the biggest thing just schematically is that they can roll that safety over the other direction so often because they know and they can trust that Stephon Gilmore is going to take away his side of the field. He also broke down for me how he goes about getting his hand on so many passes, and he said it's route recognition, so he's actually reading receivers, reading their releases, reading their route breaks, and reacting to the concepts that he's seeing on film and then putting it on the actual field. And he mentioned to me last week that he actually visualizes himself on the tape in film study, where he actually puts himself on the tape across from the wide receiver he's going to cover on Sunday, or in this case Thursday, and just goes through the visualization process of all the different types of routes and how he would go about defending them. So I really think that he has taken that next step because of his football IQ, because he's always had the physical gifts. Right. He's always been a guy that's had the ability to really dominate on the physical level. Right. Now his mental capacity is catching up to that, and it's really, that's why we're getting this all-pro level.
And Gilmore is one of the leaders of this extremely dominant defensive unit for the Patriots. I mean, it's now been 6 games where their dominance hasn't wavered, so they're as good as advertised. They're 2 touchdowns from defense and special teams on Thursday night. So many interceptions. What is it, 3, 4?
14 total for the year already.
Yeah. Insane. So what is it about Gilmore and this defense that has been able to perform at this high of a level consistently?
Well, I think for the team recognition, to your point, Evan, it's about the defense playing as one. They all remarkably seem to be on the same page 95 to 100% of the time. And when a moment like Thursday night happens, when John Jones falls down trying to high point a pass from Daniel Jones, yes, you get a touchdown from Golden Tate for 65 yards. But those moments have been so few and far between. That's why the Patriots have been so unique this year defensively, because they're almost always on the same page.
I really think it starts with the secondary. The ability to shut down teams opposing passing attacks with 5 guys back there. Really a free safety in the middle of the field, 4 guys, 5 guys on the eligible receivers, whichever way you want to put it together. But having 5 or 6 guys at most back there allows you to add those other guys into the rush. Then you can really get after the quarterback. Rush 5 or 6 guys on every drop back, and then you kind of marriage that rush with the coverage, and that's when you get a dominant defense. They've allowed 1 passing touchdown that was here tonight and have 14 interceptions. So opposing quarterbacks are 1 in 14 against the Patriots secondary right now. That's where it all starts. It's building on that back end and having the coverage and that coverage capability to then go after the quarterback.
And one underrated note real quick, guys, that I think is really factoring in is the Patriots are not allowing anybody to run the ball at all. So they're almost being forced into 2nd and long, 3rd and long situations, and 98% of the time NFL teams are going to pass out of that.
This Patriots Press Pass is brought to you by our exclusive sports betting partners at betonline.ag. Head to their website, enter promo code CLNS50 to receive your welcome bonus. For all the rest of our Patriots content, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.